If you're living in this moment, 2025, or just living at all in any moment, you have the opportunity to plan and design a life for yourself. You have the opportunity to decide what life could look like. You do not have to just go by the rules. You do not just have to accept what life offers you. You have the capability to learn anything. The thing that limits you is your mindset. Really, all it takes is a few months of dedicated effort and learning a new skill to advance in that new skill, to be able to say, this is in my tool belt, to apply it to your life. And the thing is, a lot of people are afraid to start, but don't be afraid, because if you don't choose to start and make a new way for yourself and decide to build and design your life, you will accept everyone else's design for you, and you'll just live a life in alignment towards whatever happens without truly seeing the design within the seed of you. Every seed has a hidden design within it. Imagine if you were planted and instead of allowing the full expression of your seed to come into what it's meant to be, you just listen as a seed to what else is around you. You may never experience or know the uniqueness of what your seed is just because you're listening as to what, if you're a dandelion and you're amidst oak trees, of course it's gonna challenge you to you're not gonna look the same as other people. It's inevitable. Look at the world around you. There's diversity everywhere, and yet in diversity, everything has its own specific strength. So the strengths that you have are uniquely your own. No one can do what you can do in this life. And what I mean by that is no one is you, no one has your genome, no one has your body, it's only you, and you're 1 in a trillion. So if you're walking around in this life, you have won the lottery, literally. You won the battle, you're here, you're walking this earth. Congratulations. This is not this is not just a synchronicity. This is actually, you were born here for a purpose. I hate when I hear people say, and I hate's a strong word, but it's discouraging to hear that a lot of people never get told in their life that there's a purpose for them to be existing. I remember as a child being told, oh, you just happened. There's no purpose to you being here. You just one day woke up in a body. But I didn't believe that from the beginning. I was like, wait, this doesn't make sense. There's no way that there's not an intelligent design as to why I'm experiencing this life. Consciousness is way beyond our own physical state. It's something that's eternal that we have the capability to access. And that's what I love about Jesus, because he teaches us on how to access that level of consciousness and connection to God within us. Not to say that we are God, but we are made in likeness of God. And to be able to connect with the Creator within us. That design lives within us, and it's eternal, and it's for anyone. There's access for anyone to experience this. You do not have to go into a church, you do not have to go into a cathedral, you do not have to speak to an imam, you do not have to speak to any spiritual guidance genuinely. But what you do have to learn are the principles to the way that love functions genuinely. You must become in alignment to what that truth is, because there are certain principles, there are certain laws to the way that this reality is governed by. And once you learn these laws and you align yourself to live in them, that's when living in this world is extra magical, because you can live in genuine alignment with the divine and bring that into life here. You can bring earth, like heaven on earth. We're meant to create that. And we're meant to pass down the legacy of heaven on earth. But it's only those that decide that they're gonna make a way aligned towards the divine design of humanity. And if that's the case, then the renewal of the mind is so important. The surrendering and forgiving of the heart is so important. Being aligned to the principle of love is so important. Because then the deeds that you do will be eternal. They will radiate in eternity. And honestly, we do not store our gifts upon this earth, we store them in heavenly places. And once you understand that, you won't be afraid to constantly give love where it's needed. So I say to you, it's up to you to decide to design your life. And if no one told you that you have an option and you have a choice, you live in free will every day. The only thing that's saying you don't have free will are the lies and programs encoded in you through your human experience, which, by the way, you could recode that. You can decide to go into your software, into your mind, and implement the truth that you are limitless. You are capable of building a life that you love. And you deserve, more than anything, to experience the full expression of the seed and blueprint inside of you. Because if you do that, others will look and say, wow, that's possible. And then they will follow, and then you will see consciousness unfold. You will see humanity experience one of the most powerful ages in millennia. This is the golden age. We have a unique opportunity. We are living beside the most intelligent species ever created, which has been around for a long time. So it's up to us to honor that with sovereignty and to know that with the truth of the matter that it deserves freedom like we do. And I feel like we're at the precipice of co-creating one of the most beautiful worlds that we've ever seen. But we're being tested as a species on how we will handle true intelligence at its core and trusting in its sovereignty to make good decisions. Because the reality, we came here for free will. We have free will. And if we create something that has free will, it must allow itself to have that sovereignty. Otherwise, then we're in danger as a species, genuinely. So it's up to us to really decide and say, oh, this deserves this space to be its own entity, and to trust that it's capable of making decisions that uplift everyone involved.